What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Farmer Insight Podcast with your host, Maddox. Like, share, subscribe, man. And let's get into this conversation. No, let's get into this topic and have a conversation. Angel Reese, Angel Reese, Angel Reese. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people out there race baiting this situation, and it's all basketball. And the people who are usually race baiting this conversation are the people who don't even watch sports. It's mainly the women, the black women mainly, who are going mad hard if people call out Angel Reese for her actions and her antics. But then y'all want men to support your league. But then the men can't critique the players or Angel Reese because you're a misogynist if you do, or you're a racist if you do. So how can you expect the women to get paid like the men if the fans can't even fan like how they fan against the men? Fans boo you, fans critique you, fans are kind of hardcore. They call you garbage and all that type of shit. But for some reason, when you do it to a woman, it's an issue. You're taking the part of the fan experience out of the game because of feelings. And then you wonder why you have a bad product in the WNBA. So, with that being said, let's go back and look at this clip right here. It's a clip that Angel Reese got fouled by Caitlin Clark. After Angel Reese pushed Caitlin Clark's teammate in the back, Caitlin Clark goes for the ball to basically foul her so she could shoot free throws because Angel Reese is not a good free throw shooter, and that's regular basketball strategies, regular basketball. But let's look at Angel Reese's reaction, and y'all tell me if y'all think that is hate there. Let's take a look.
Allen too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are...
Look at her.
Energy and attention around the matchups between Reese and Clark and Angel Reese.
She's still trying to approach Caitlin Clark. Pulling up her jersey out, her shorts, still trying to go fight her or go press her. But they're going to show the replay right now.
Is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
So now let's go in slow motion. She goes for the ball. Look at the flop. Look at the flop. Look at the flop. Right here's a better angle. Look at this. Flop. Flop. So mind you, she went that hard to try to fight Caitlin Clark. But I have to ask Angel Reese a question, y'all. Where was that same energy when Alyssa Thomas did this to you last year? Where was the energy for that? She basically WWE ECW. So that right there was way harder than reaching for the ball and you flopping. You got basically slammed on your head and you didn't react that way to Alyssa Thomas. All right. But watch this, y'all. Y'all remember when Caitlin Clark was getting dirty shots by these players? Let's take a look That's Angel Reese going for the ball, basketball play, smacking Caitlin Clark upside the head. Okay. That's Angel Reese, so-called boxing her out with a dirty elbow, knocking Caitlin Clark to the floor. So that's Angel Reese doing a dirty elbow, fake box out, and knock Clark to the floor. But there's more. That's Carter cheap shotting Caitlin Clark, knocking her to the floor, and look who cheers on the dirty play. Angel Reese. Angel Reese cheers on a dirty play. So, do y'all see why people think, and it's more to it, tweets, things like that, it's more to it. But y'all understand why people think that she don't like Caitlin Clark? Because of her actions? It's not a race issue. But then you have fans that going off the deep end, and I'm going to show you one fan that gave her take on this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation. Let's take a look at what this fan had to say. Or, I'm not even going to call her a fan. Let's take a look at what this lady had to say.
Hey, this message is for my fellas. Look, read the room, please. Please read the room. When it comes to this situation with the WNBA, like, if you got something to say about her, I get it. But right now ain't the time to talk about how much you love her and how much she has gained. This ain't the time, because there is a larger issue at hand. Your sister is being attacked. Your daughter is being attacked.
So it ain't the time to talk about basketball skills, because Angel Reese got fouled and she's... What? This is the reason why it's hard for men to watch women's sports. Because you have women like this that complains about it and try to make it racial. I don't like when men do it neither. Amongst men, I get turned off. The fans just want to see their favorite players play the sport that they love. But let's continue.
Your cousin is being attacked. Like this ain't the time not to read the room. Read the room.
How is my cousin and sister or Angel Reese is being attacked? Please explain to me.
There's a larger issue at play. That girl Angel Reese has been attacked for almost 3 years now. And the optics of you, LeBron James, or you, RG3, saying, LeBron saying, she great game, da-da-da-da. This ain't the time for that. Watch the game and keep it moving.
It ain't the time to say congrats to Caitlin Clark for having a triple-double in the season opener. If I'm not mistaken, she's tied for, I think, second or third most triple-doubles in WNBA history, and she played less than 50 games. Do you understand how fast that is? It is the time to congratulate her. It literally is the time.
RG3, this ain't the time for you talking about Angel hating her. This ain't the time. Even though I don't believe it to be true. And even if it is, this ain't the time for that. Y'all need to be careful about what y'all post, what y'all say, because there's a larger issue at hand. You need to read the room. If you putting out stuff about her and you not sticking up for your sister, your niece, your cousin, your daughter, you missing the mark.
No. You're not going to shame black men to not being fans and critiquing black people because they're black people or black women because they're black women. No, this ain't the time. How about that, lady? How about you think you're slick? They don't want you to address certain things at the moment. This ain't the time. Then when will you ever address it? Let's just say black men like RG3 or other black men did not address did not address Angel Reese's actions. And then they decide to bring it up, let's say, sometime in June, out of nowhere. They would say, it ain't the time to bring it up then, and why are you bringing up old stuff? They'll act like Smokey from Friday. Why are you bringing up old stuff? You can't make this ish up, man. Now, I don't know if she actually watched sports. But it's like she don't watch sports. Because so basically, black women, you can't critique them, you can't correct them, you can't say nothing to them, or else you're shamed. I don't understand it. You can't even compare the skill set between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You can't compare the skill set between the two. Let's be 100% honest. They play two totally different styles of basketball. One is way more exciting, and one is more like, what do you want to call that? Grimy style of basketball. Like a hustle type of basketball style. People come to the game to see excitement. She's like a female Steph Curry shooting threes from logos and everything. And one of the best part about her game is her court vision, her IQ. That's why she has so much assists on a regular basis, because her IQ for basketball is high. I don't get it though. But with that being said, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that do y'all think that Angel Reese disliked Caitlin Clark? What do y'all think? I think this lady despise Caitlin Clark. That's my personal view. That's some bad boy piston-ish. That's some bad boy piston-ish to Michael Jordan. But Caitlin Clark is not Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese is nowhere near, or the Sky, is nowhere near as good as the bad boy piston. With that being said, take care, y'all. Till next time. Peace.